Alright, we're gonna see who's gonna be the first one in here. Let's see who's gonna be the first one in here. We'll see who's gonna be first. Let's see. Dylan, what's going on, Dylan? How's it going, man? It's going, man. You're telling me. We had that Labor Day weekend. I was like, I had to go to work today. I was like, it's tired today, man. That's okay, though. It's okay. It did seem long. It did seem long, man. The day was dragging today. We got Luffy in the chat. What's going on, Luffy? We got Kello Rands in here. What's going on, Kello? I'm doing pretty good, Luffy. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Dylan says I was playing a lot of Daemon X Machina. Okay, how'd you like it? How'd you like it on the Switch 2? I'm assuming. How's the performance on it? Does it feel good? Frame rate feel good and all that? Reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles X, but it's no better than that. I see. Those Xenoblade games are pretty good, man. It is 10:27 p.m., Luffy. It is 10:27 p.m. Dylan says the frame rate's at 30, and it has a few dips here and there, but not too bad. And you never know, they might have a good update for that game when it comes out. $7:28 in the morning for Luffy. Oh my gosh. What's your opinion on Kirby Air Riders? I can't wait for it. Love Kirby. I played the original Kirby Air Ride back in the day a lot. I played it a lot. So I can't wait to get the new one. And honestly, never thought we'd get a sequel. I definitely didn't think we'd be getting a sequel. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on the live if you haven't. Don't forget to hit that like button on the live. We got Monsuno in here. What's going on, Monsuno? How's it going? How was your Labor Day weekend? Disneyland was great, Monsuno. Disneyland was great. Me and B-Raz had a great time. We had a lot of fun. Oh. I will say, because of the holiday, they closed the park early. And so we didn't get to go do everything we wanted to do. So you just finished playing Smash Bros. With some friends, right on. Did you get some W's? We got Gabby in the chat. What's going on, Gabby? Had to hit that ban hammer just now. Gabby says, surprising day ended up... here we go, hold on. Surprising day ended up in me pissed off at my boyfriend. Started looking at my packing to see if I need to get stuff on my only day off before vacation. What happened? Pissed off with your boyfriend? I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on? He tried you, Gabby? Oh my goodness, my boyfriend lost my previous packing list. Here we go. See, when I don't go on trips often, but when I do it, I make like I have like the checklist in my phone, like on my app, and I just go through everything from there. You had like a physical list, like a piece of paper? Now you gotta start from scratch, oh my gosh. Not saying this is the solution, but maybe you tell ChatGPT where you're going and you tell it to give you a list of things to pack. or a list of suggestions. And maybe it could save you time. Gabby says, I did Google and it did help save time with the list. See? You know, I don't know if you've used ChatGPT before, but I can highly recommend it. ChatGPT can be quite useful, especially for something like this. Be like, hey, I'm going on this this trip, going to these places, these are the dates, you know, it'll give you a breakdown of everything you need. It'll tell you the weather, type of clothes you should pack, all kinds of stuff. And this bomb ability is not doing it for me. Here we go. You said, let's see. Let me see what you said. He said, wrote liquid, toiletries, and meds list and figured it out what I'm missing on that. Next, I have to do personal belongings and clothing plans. And when do you leave? When is the actual trip? You said, I have my Switch case arriving on the 5th along with the Joy-Con charger for the Switch 1 and 2 and a boost charger, and you leave on the 10th. So you're ready to go. What's gonna happen here? Is something gonna... That's what's gonna happen. There we go. You said, yep, I leave in essentially 1 week, and then the store is going to fall apart without you. You're going to come back, the whole store is going to be in shambles. I like that they put that retry star there. That's a nice little quality of life feature there. Dylan says they can live without her. She needs a break. She needs a break. This is true. And then Fast Gold Strike says, does the new Kirby DLC have new capture abilities? No, but there is 3 new mouthful modes. There's 3 new mouthful abilities, but not necessarily new capture abilities. Shade says it's gonna fall apart when she's. I'm telling you, it's gonna. I know it is. I know it is. Gabby says it will be a disaster zone for sure in style. The whole place is gonna fall apart. Dylan says, have you played Kirby Squat? I have, yes. Squeak Squad, I have, yeah. Back in the day on the Game Boy Advance. Or was it? Oh, no. Squeak Squad was on the DS. But yes, I have played it. The music's so good, dude. Shay says, I gotta get to the store real quick. I'll be back. All right, Shay, we'll see you in a sec. Gabby says, I had to help find clothes for 4 shipping carts that they had troubles finding. And I found, I believe, 18 to 23 difficult to find style things. 18 of 23. How long did that take? Even my boss couldn't find some of them. Well, that's right. We got the new boss who doesn't do any work. Is this the Switch 2? Yes, it is. This is a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller that I'm using as well right now. We're on the Switch 2. As you can see, we got Mario Kart World here and some other Switch 2 games. Do I have Donkey Kong Bonanza? I sure do. Got Donkey Kong Bonanza right there. And I have the Donkey Kong Bonanza amiibo right up here. Check it out. There he is. With Pauline right there over his shoulder. Gabby says, long time. Spent at least 3 hours hunting them down, which is very long, but that is because I had to be extra thorough, and it was a maze in the back room. Major tripping hazard. I can only imagine. Gabby, at your store, do you guys have physical Xbox games? Like, just out of curiosity. The more Targets I've been going to, or I guess I should say more and more I've been going to Targets in my area, and there's like almost no Xbox games. And if they do, it's like they have Madden. It's kind of down bad. America says, should I subscribe and like? If you're feeling the vibe, you should. Gabby says, I had to go scan everywhere twice for the items in each location. Oh my gosh, dude. That's some big time patience. We do have some, but not a wide variety, I see. Yeah, I've been seeing that the Xbox section's kind of in shambles in most stores right now. I hate to see it. I'm a big Xbox guy. You should play Donkey Kong. Well, I would play Donkey Kong, but I actually 100%ed the entire the entire game. I did absolutely everything there is to do, everything there is to unlock, everything there is to find. I did it all on Donkey Kong Bonanza. Right here on the channel, I streamed my entire playthrough. It was a really, really great playthrough, a lot of fun. But I'm playing Kirby right now because this just came out last Thursday. Not the entire game. This game originally came out 3 years ago on the Switch 1. But this DLC that I'm playing just came out last Thursday, just to be more precise. You said, the game is so cute. Can you show me all the Bonanza forms? Probably not on this stream, but I could on another. Dude. You said, you are a good streamer. Keep going. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I'm relatively new to streaming. I just started streaming back in June, so I do appreciate that compliment. Gabby said, I was cursing under my breath so much, honestly. Oh man, that sounds like me at work. Oh man. And then Gabby says, luckily fitting rooms only had around 6 items in each room and a medium depth file, so I was able to get it mostly clean before my coworker came in. Got lucky it was quiet. You know, it was also kind of a quiet day at work today for me, although my work days look different than yours for sure in terms of my daily tasks. But it was quiet today. Everyone was just, you could just feel it. Everyone was like, oh, we're back at work. Because we all had 3-day weekends. Gabby says, if you enjoy, please like and subscribe. I appreciate that, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on the live if you haven't, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Oh, dude, what? Board the Ferris wheel and make a memory? How do you get on the Ferris wheel? Almost did everything there. Isn't the Ferris wheel in the very beginning, too? Labor Day, vacation, back to school, work, crash. Oh, yeah, dude. One of my coworkers, not gonna call them out. This isn't me calling them out or anything. This is just me telling you how it went down. They took Friday off as well, so they had a 4-day weekend. And they definitely... they hit the wall today at work. You could just see it. That crash was very real. So, okay, the Ferris wheel is in the background, right? Or how do I... Maybe I could use this to help me see it. Huh. Yeah, they had that 4-day weekend, and... I mean, I was pretty tired, for sure. You know, especially being at Disneyland yesterday. Like, it's a lot of walking. You know, and tired, just physically tired, you know, but... My coworker was spent. We got Benj in the chat. What's going on, Benj? How's it going, guys? Did you have a good Labor Day weekend, Benj? I also streamed almost every day this last week. I think I didn't stream on Sunday, I think. How do we get on the Ferris wheel? That's the question. We got B-Raz in the chat. I don't even know what day I didn't stream. There was a day I didn't stream. I'm all over the place. I'm pretty sure there was a day I didn't stream. I think it might have been Sunday, guys. Because we streamed on Friday. We were at Universal Studios on Friday. Saturday we streamed. Sunday I don't think we streamed. I think Sunday we didn't, and we were back to streaming on Monday. So I almost streamed every day. This is the... I mean, how are you supposed to know to do this? Wow. Ben says, I saw you Friday and Saturday. Yeah, but Sunday, I don't think we did. B-Raz might remember. I don't think we streamed on Sunday. You say you were so pink. Yeah, when I get out in the heat, my skin does not like that, man. I gotta wear a ton of sunscreen because I burn. And I already kind of have like a flush kind of face already. So it's a lot for me, man. I being in the heat, not a big fan. Kind of wish there was a run button so I could go faster. You said B-Raz was on point though. Oh, she always is. B-Raz always on point. B-Raz always looks good. B-Raz says that my cheeks instantly turn red when he goes outside. Immediately, guys. I wish I could stop it. Said it actually looks like it may have been Saturday. I don't know. There was one day where we didn't stream. That's what I do know. That's about all I know. Oh, well, here's the thing. If you're looking at my channel, trying to figure that out, Friday, I think Friday's stream got completely removed from my channel because we showed off the Transformers ride, and Universal was not having that. They pulled the whole stream down. And then, like, not only is it like I'll get demonetized, right, if I go to Disneyland and like the Small World plays or whatever. But like they actually just, they're like, no one can see this stream at all anymore. Yeah. And I get it. We were showing off copyrighted footage, so I was like, alright. My bad. But that was a big stream. That was the stream where we went and we got tacos after Universal, and we were all hanging out in the car and stuff and showing off the crazy parking lot. They took the entire stream down because like 10 minutes of it, of the 6 hours, had that Transformer stuff happening. So like I can still see it because it's like, it's my channel, it's like my content, but you guys can't see it. B-Raz said Universal YouTube were not having it, guys. And you know, sometimes like we have these conversations here on the live about like intellectual property, and like it's so serious. Like it really is so serious. And I think sometimes people kind of don't understand, or they try and downplay it. Like, yeah, why can't I just play Mario on my Steam Deck for free? It's like, no, dude. Like, these companies do not play around. Ben says, I'm happy I got to see a lot. I'm happy you got to see it too. You got to see my cheeks being super red. I'm still upset. I went to Starbucks that day on live, and they messed up my drink at Starbucks. Not once, but twice. I had to wait a super long time to get my drink, and then when I got it, it was wrong. So then I had to be that guy where I'm like, oh, hey, actually, I ordered it this way. And then they have to remake it. And then they remade it, and they remade it wrong. I'm still a little bit upset about that. But it's okay. Hey, you see, Ben remembers. You said, I heard you it was supposed to be cold. So they gave it to me hot at first, and it was supposed to be ice. And then I sent it back to them, you know, so they remade it, but it's busy in there, right? So it takes a while. Then they remade it without looking at the sticker that's on the cup. You know, they just were like, oh, it was supposed to be ice, and they threw it away. But the sticker was like a custom order. And so then they remade it incorrectly. It was iced this time, but it still wasn't the right way. So I'm still kind of upset about that. Drew's in the chat. What's going on, Drew? Dylan says, usually when places like that are busy, everyone's under pressure. Oh, absolutely. I'm not like angry with them or anything. I was like, man, that kind of sucks. Y'all have one job, guys. That kind of vibe. And I try and have that mindset too, you know? Because I know they're busy in there. I don't want to be that guy. I'm already going up there and telling them, like, oh, actually, it's wrong. And like B-Raz said, they could have just put the hot drink over ice at that point. I would have been like, you know what? That would have sufficed. And then Dylan says, it does when you want your... Look, I wanted my coffee, man. I needed it. This is an interesting level. There's no music playing. Strange. This is very strange. It's Halloween Horror Nights, but make it Kirby. This is hilarious, dude. Whoa. B-Raz says it's always crazy in that Starbucks. Always. Gabby says, I appreciate the kindness. I try my best. I try and be mindful, you know, like, because it's like, you know, people come in, especially when it's hot like that, they come in like hot and bothered. And they're just pressed about everything. They've already spent hundreds of dollars on their amusement park tickets and all that. And then it's hot and it's busy in the Starbucks and people are just on top of each other and it's just horrible, you know? And I don't want to add to that. I don't want to add to that. VRS says, I will not be attending Horror Nights this year after seeing all the clowns in the videos. Dylan says, I don't blame you, B-Raz. Ben says, same, B. Dylan says, that's 100% every Disney guest that spent thousands of dollars to come to the parks. Oh, of course, it's out of control. B-Raz says, especially Art the Clown from Terrified casually walking around. No, thank you. But B-Raz is acting like I wouldn't stop the clowns from attacking her. I would just take a hammer in real life, just banhammer them right there in the moment. Gabby says, I know my team would double check it every step of the way if they were to do a remake. To make a mistake is a sin and highly problematic. That's right, Gabby. That's right. Gabby said, y'all gotta tighten up. I can't make it that way. I might have to go around. Ben says, are you all going back when they open up Fast and Furious? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will be. I don't know if B-Raz isn't a big fan of roller coasters though, but I will 100% be riding that ride. And I'll make sure I'll hold the phone tight so it doesn't fly out of my hands while streaming it. B-Raz says, you stopping them would make them want to come to me even more and make noises by my ears. Oh my gosh. Well, they still got to do their job. They got to try and scare you, you know? Why is this here? I feel like that's not necessary. I don't know if this is one of the challenges, but I feel like there's a challenge for not getting hit by any of these things. Dude. Hold on, there's something down there. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. There's a challenge for that. I'll take it. First, I was a little disappointed. I was like, oh, that's what... Gabby says, the crazy thing is that we can get a line in store and have pickup orders and only 3 people max. Usually behind the counter, typically just 2. And you're still locked in and you still got it. Ben says, how did you know how to do that? To do what? How did I know how to do what? To go down there and dig in that little spot? Is that what you're saying? Wait. So to answer your question, like when you play a lot of platforming games like this, they all kind of have like their to me at least, they all have like their immediately obvious secrets. I mean, they might not be super obvious to like a casual player, but for me, I'll be playing these games and I'm like, yeah, there's for sure gonna be a secret right there. Oh, for sure right there. I was kind of having that experience on Donkey Kong Bonanza as well. It's really bad when I play like Mario games. Like, if I had been streaming when Super Mario Wonder came out, you would have seen. I was like, oh, there's a secret over there. Oh, there's for sure a secret over there. It just feels like really obvious to me. This is me just assuming that I need to use the bomb for this. Doesn't look like I can even do that. I know that might sound a little ridiculous, but I promise you, like, that's actually what's going on. Like, I've played so many. First of all, I've played pretty much every Kirby game. So there's that. So it's like, of course I know what's going on. Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. I love this game, guys. This game is hilarious. Incidentally, there's a similar power-up to this in Astrobot. You said what? Gavi says Starbucks is one of the few positions I don't do because the strong smells and cleaning product smells at times would get to me. Plus, memorizing it all with the changes. Oh, I can't even imagine, dude. Having to memorize all the drinks. Bench says, dang, bro. Yeah, I've played too many of the Kirby games. But what's cool about this one, and that separates it from the others, is this is the first 3D Kirby game. All the other games prior to this have been 2D. So that alone inherently brings some unique gameplay to it that hasn't existed before in the series. But they still have their little telltale signs of things that they would do in the 2D games. Is there anything else here? Is this it? We got the one homeless homie here just sleeping. We got the two. This is me and B-Raz here, just two lovebirds chilling. Love to see it. Do I want to go with the mole or do I want to go tornado? I think maybe tornado. And there's already a secret off to the right here. This requires you to be the hammer character here. So one thing that they do a lot in the Kirby games is they'll present you these mini bosses and they really want you to take that character's power up. And it might not be immediate, but in this case it is. You need this right here to do this. Gabby says, I'm the one on the left watching out while you two are enjoying your time. Gabby's firing hammers off at people, half asleep. I don't know who that is, Juan, but thanks for joining us. I don't know if I want this ability. I think I want to go back to that one. Like the hammer ability. Okay, look. I'm gonna do this for you, Juan. I'm gonna search this person up. I'm gonna search them up. Because yesterday somebody said I looked like somebody from the Stray Kids. And it was like a guy from a Korean boy band. And I was like, I for sure don't look like this person. We got Cat Lover and Gym Lover in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? Maybe I could maybe see this comparison. That's interesting. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Central is in the chat. I'm doing pretty good, Jim Lover. No, this is not on the PlayStation 5. This is on the Nintendo Switch 2. As you can see, this is Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 edition. This game originally released on the original Nintendo Switch, but this is the Switch 2 version. If you have a PS5 or you only have a PS5 and you're looking for something that's kind of similar to this game, I would highly suggest you check out Astrobots. Fun fact, if you bought if you bought a PS5, you get the game Astro's Playroom free with your PlayStation 5. So you already have one of the Astro games available to you. Can I go? Nope, can't go there. Answered my own question. Are you playing the same game? I am playing the same game. Kind of like this. I like this level. I like what they got going on here. Whoops. That's on me. That's a classic case of not locking in. Did that to myself there. Your dogs are in the room with you and it's chaos? Sounds like Gabby with the dog sabotage. Now, am I supposed to go this way or am I supposed to go that way? I don't know. I'm going to go this way, see what the vibes are here. This feels like a secret right here. Ready? Yep. I knew it. I knew it. Saw that, Benj? That's me going back to my, that's that Kirby design language. Oh man, what is... This is like a bonus room though, right? Uh-oh. This is not good. I'm too far behind. This is really cool, by the way. Uh-oh. You said this remix is a banger. It absolutely is. And then you said, look at you. That's right, Benj. Noah says, how is only 4 people watching? I don't know. I think people maybe don't like Kirby, so they don't want to watch. Shade has returned. Shade's gonna be like, well, I bet if you were playing Hollow Knight, you'd have more than 4 viewers. No, I think people do like Kirby. I'm just making a joke. I'm being sarcastic. There's also a lot of games that have recently come out that people are probably more interested in watching or seeing. Like Metal Gear Solid Delta just came out. Oh, shoot. But like, for instance, I noticed the handful of times I've played like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I noticed like right away I get like a ton of viewers. So I just think it depends on the game you're playing. Nope. Bench says, I am once again highly entertained. I love that. Shout out my guy Bench. Appreciate that. Don't get run over by a parade car. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, and I missed 2 of the 5 flowers on the wall, so we gotta redo it. We gotta redo the level. Noah says, I'm playing Smash, and I also have gotten Steve and Master Hand because Smash just gave me a mod for no reason. Okay, interesting. What'd you say? Ben says, don't forget to like, guys. That's right, guys. I don't know if they're Shade. I don't know if they're super worried about Kirby spoilers. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. Make fall 5 small starry flowers bloom and don't get run over by a parade car. Okay, got it. It says 13 for you, so who knows? Yeah, who knows, man. I'm not really worried about it. I got all the homies in here with us. We got Shade in here, we got Noah, we got Bench, we got Gabby, we got B-Raz in here. We're all just hanging out anyways, it's not a big deal. And also, for what it's worth, you know, not every stream is going to be like tons and tons of people watching, so it is nice when we play and there's like 40, 50 people watching, but it's not always going to be like that. B-Raz was here in the chat. Shade says we need to up the hype meter. Haven't seen how it works. Just that it's something they added. There's a hype meter on YouTube Lives now? He said I have those same Kirby and King DDD plushies. That's right. Hype meter sounds crazy. Okay, so you can't get hit by any of the parade cars. That's a challenge. This is a relatively easy challenge, all things considered. At least for the most of the level. Later on, it gets a little more hectic. I wonder if I can skip the level with this ability. Yeah, you sure can. Don't know if I should have done that though. Benj with the huge $9.99 dono. I think my guy Benj liked that shortcut. You liked how he just jumped around the back there? That was pretty cool, huh? I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, Benj. As always, I always say this, but when you guys donate to the channel, you know I'm going to be putting it right back into the channel. I really do greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, Benj. Really do appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate that, man. And I have an update. Shade has asked me a couple times. He's like, yo, what's going on with the microphone? So, the company that I want to buy the microphone from, they finally announced the new microphones. They went on sale this last Thursday, but for some reason, they don't have them at Best Buy yet. So I've been checking Best Buy's website literally every day since last Thursday. The moment it goes in stock on their website, I'm buying it. No, they got announced, bro. They got announced and released. The same day. And they're awesome. They're really cool. They just, for whatever reason, they're not available at Best Buy yet. And I really want to buy them from Best Buy. So, as soon as they become available at Best Buy, I'm buying them. Whoa. You said why until it's at Best Buy? Because I actually have a really great gift card that I got from my coworkers for my birthday this last May, and I've literally been waiting for an excuse to use it. So they're not at Best Buy yet, but they do carry the brand and they carry the previous models. So as soon as they're there, I'm gonna be buying them ASAP. You said, that's cool. Hopefully they get to Best Buy. So I'm hoping, man. Like I said, I've been checking their website every day. So as soon as I see them pop up, you'll see. You'll see. They're on Amazon right now. Like I could buy them on Amazon right now. They're there. But I really want to make use of that gift card. So it's like once I get that opportunity, it'll be done like that. Benj says, happy belated birthday. I appreciate that, Benj. Thank you so much, man. My birthday was in May. So, a little bit removed from my birthday now. Shade says, unboxing short went. Oh, for sure, dude. When we get those microphones in stock and we get them here on the channel, I will 100% be doing an unboxing video. And also, not even just because it'll be fun to show off, but also because through your guys' donations, that'll have been, you know, something the community bought. I would absolutely love to show off those microphones. I might even make some multiple videos showing off the microphones. Just because I know I'm going to be so excited about them. And I'm going to be using them in like every single YouTube short I make going forward. And we'll be using them at Disneyland. And we'll be using them at Universal Studios. And I'm pretty sure that I can also use them here on my stream. I mean, I'm not pretty sure. I do know that I can use them. Excuse me, I don't know why I said pretty sure. So the sound quality should go up, but the vibes should remain the same. So it'll be a good time. Oh, weird. I don't know if that counts as me getting hit by a parade car there. I guess we'll find out when I finish the level. Bro knocked me off over the fence there. Not sure. Okay, we gotta be on the lookout now for these flowers that are on the wall. And like, what is that dude doing all in the background over there? So this is the first one. And there is a second one right there, which is where that dude is standing. Okay. And like there is a third one in the background, which I remember getting. We got that one earlier, or the last play run through. It's this guy over here on the left. But those were the only 3 that I found. So apparently there's 2 more somewhere that I haven't been able to find. I don't think there'll be any here, but we'll try it just in case. Noah says, I was thinking, is Steve in Smash Brothers unlockable, or do you need a mod? Because, no, he's not unlockable. You buy him as he's a DLC character. So as soon as you buy him, he becomes available. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I really gotta work. Wow. Okay. That wasn't good. And we still made it. Yes, Noah, there are several DLC characters in Smash Brothers, like Steve from Minecraft, or Sora from Kingdom Hearts, or Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. I don't know what Super Smash Brothers you're playing. You're playing like some unofficial modded version. But the official Super Smash Brothers, you have to buy Steve. He's not just unlockable. Yeah, well, you're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but you have to buy Steve. There goes B-Raz. She says, I just saw the dono. Look, I'll show you right now. Look, I'll show you right now. This is for Noah right here. In all Smash games, in the last 3 Super Smash Bros. Games, you have to buy characters. That's how it works. Oops. Look. Look at this. You see that? They're characters that you have to buy. Like Sephiroth, like Pyra and Mithra, like Joker, like Terry, like Banjo-Kazooie, Hero, Min-Min. These characters were part of the Super Smash Bros. Fighters Pass, which I already bought, but as you can see, it's $24.99. So these characters here, this is the base game here, which has a ton of characters, but these characters, Steve, like I said, Joker, Sephiroth, you have to buy these guys. These aren't just in the game. Giga Bowser is not a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Giga Bowser is Bowser's final smash. It's a very brief move that you can use. It's not like... It's not... You can't just select Giga Bowser and play as him the entire time. What did you say? Ben says, gaming is expensive, bro. I appreciate you all more now. That's right. Shade says, mozzarella sticks are the legit best food of all time. Right on. Right on. Salmon says, emulate, then it's free. Yeah, well, I'm not really into emulating, so that is certainly an option for some folks, but not one for me. BRS says the type of breading on the mozzarella stick is important too. Some are blandly seasoned. The seasoning does matter a lot. I'm from California, United States, man. See, this feels crazy because I don't have... We're basically at the end of the level here. And here comes... Oh, there we go. I think we did it. Was that all 5? We did it. Heck yeah, man. Shade says, emulating these old Need for Speed games has been pretty fun, not gonna lie. No, of course. If you're gonna emulate, here's my stance on emulation. If you're gonna emulate a game that is no longer purchasable in a physical format, but especially in a digital format, go for it, you know? Like, go for it. Because that's the only way you can play it, especially if you missed the boat, you weren't around at that time. Go for it. But for me, I'm not going to emulate Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it's still for sale right now. I love Smash Bros. It's arguably my favorite Nintendo franchise. I want to support the game. I love that Sakurai develops those games. He's the director of the Smash Bros. Series. I love that he puts his heart and soul into those games. And you can feel it and see it when you play those games. The attention to detail is like second to none. And I'm proud, dude. I'm proud to pay for it. I'm like, heck yeah, man. I'm like, give me all the characters, bro. Sakurai, I don't care how much it is. I'll pay it. Kirby Air Riders, same thing, man. Give me that Kirby Air Riders. We gotta wait until November for that. Shade says he's able to play every character and be able to play Second controller. I know. What did... Who are we to even deserve Sakurai, bro? This guy's playing with... He's playing the game against himself. Using 2 controllers, 1 in each hand. This guy's an absolute genius, bro. Wonderful game director, man. I really liked how they had him do that Kirby Air Riders Direct just a few weeks ago. I thought that was brilliantly done. It is Sakurai's world, we just live in it. Although, depends on who you ask. What's going on here? Can I not? There we go. I was like, what's happening here? See, if you ask me, I might tell you it's B-Raz world and I just live in it. It's B-Raz's cat's world, we just live in it. That's right, Miso. It's Miso's world. We still haven't... I know the level just started, so maybe I shouldn't even be saying this out loud yet. But I was about to say, I still haven't figured out what the hidden thing is for this level. I kind of like to find out as early as I can. Oh. Watch it be that. Don't hit any of those. Incidentally, this is very unrelated, but there was an update to Super Mario Party Jamboree that dropped today. Basically, they made it so the game runs at 1080p when it's in handheld mode on the Switch 2. Previously, it was only at 720p, but they updated it and bumped it up to 1080p, which is nice. It's a nice little update. Quality of life update. We'll take that. Oh, okay. Okay. Dang, dude. What's going on there? And again? Okay. He said no, the Kirby recovery spam. What is the secret so far? We still don't know. Eat 3 Icetown sweets. Okay. Okay. So we got... This one's a food-related challenge. It's not so bad. This has got to be a secret down here. Yep. I'm still trying to get better at Simon's recovery. He really likes to dive to the void. So, when I'm playing as characters that kind of have a crutch like that, What I ended up doing is I just don't use that attack, whatever it may be. And it's not always a diving down into the ground kind of a situation where I won't use it. Sometimes it's a move that has too much, it leaves you too open to attacks or follow-up attacks if you miss. So like, in many instances I just won't use certain attacks. Just off of my knowledge of the game, I'm like, this doesn't make sense for me to do this. This is like not an optimal play style. Noah says, I'm about to buy the Mario Venus Flytrap as a playable character. I can't wait to become. That's right, the Piranha Plant. Shout out to Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant's really good in Smash Brothers. Really great character. That's awesome. Okay. Uh-oh. The Great Fish is in the chat. What's going on? Shade says, I know I shouldn't be using it, but landing the down B into up A or forward attack can be so addictive. No, I know. I'm not saying you shouldn't use it. I'm telling you kind of what I do to avoid like little hiccups like that. For me, I'll be like, no, it's too risky or it's not worth it sometimes. Look at you. Kiss your girlfriend. She's not here. Okay, yep. I will absolutely take the hammer. Love the hammer. Got sent to the Shadow Realm, that's right. Didn't even ask nicely, tisk tisk. I know, they could have said please, I guess. One of the streams, somebody was saying they would donate for us to kiss, which was hilarious. I was like, alright guys. I think it was that Universal Studios stream. Oh. Gabby says it was and one of the chill streams, you see. People are kind of out of pocket on the internet. Shade says, and I've actually been seeing that there's a combo when you throw the fire pot, then grab it midair, then throw it again or something like that, and it's 0 to 100 pretty easily. Easier said than done though. So this right here, this is the last new mouthful ability in the game here. And you turn into a slide, which is hilarious. And what these are effectively the Super Mario 64 ice sliding levels. Gabby says no PDA in here. Gabby's not having it. So this kind of feels like there's going to be multiple paths here for me to take. Which I don't know how I feel about. Because it means I might have to do this multiple times. Or we'll see. Because a lot of times when they have stuff like this, they do, there's like a retry star at the end. Although I don't know if I'm going to need that. I'm kind of killing this. Ben says W, Gabby. Okay, here comes one path, or alternate path. We'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that. I would imagine they would have a challenge for picking up everything that's available on this path. I don't know, though. Whoa, whoa, see? Now we're getting a little bit out of control. Gabby says, don't want to scar the kiddos. Oh, dude. What? That's awesome. Destroy all the big starry flowers. Okay. So I might have completed it. Shade says, I don't know what car to get from my drag race car. The current one I have is the red line at 5k RPM. Benj says, nicely done, sir. Appreciate that, Benj. Shed says, Kirby Air Ride gameplay earliest, right? Gabby says she was thinking the same with the Kirby Air Ride gameplay. So we gotta eat one more sweet item, and then there's still a mystery thing there. But this is the end of the level right here, isn't it? Interesting. Okay. What is this? There it is. You said I'm scared to play Underground on manual. If I remember correctly, it's really tight in roads and tracks. Yeah, I mean, you could try it. I think you'll be fine though. You don't gotta play an automatic. Don't get caught in a snowball. Dude, alright. Look at my guy DDD right here, eating cherries. Benj with the cherry emoji in the chat. That's right, Benj. So we got to do it over again. We got to get that 100% completion. Don't get caught in a snowball, guys. That's the challenge. Can't get caught in a snowball. Can we do it? Benj says it's automatic. Shout out my boy Benj, man. Oh, I wanted to just kind of fly through the level there. Forgot I have to collect these things. Whoops. So you, every time you play Destiny, you forget, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I have to go do this. You know what I do need to play though, other than Hollow Knight? I do need to play Marvel Rivals. The season ends in like 9 days, and I'm desperately behind on my Battle Pass. I kind of need to lock in on that. Okay, dude. This happened last time. Benj says yes. You like Marvel Rivals, Benj? Although I will say, we might need the mods heavy that day. Because you never know. Once you start playing a competitive game like that on stream, the trolls might come out. They're gonna be like, you're trash at playing Iron Man, or whoever it is I'm playing. You said you're also desperately behind on said Battle Pass by like half a year at this point. Do you play Marvel Rivals too, Shade? Gabby says, don't do it while I'm on vacation. Don't do what when you're on... Oh, I see what you're saying. It might be a situation. Ben says mods unite. B-Raz says Gabby and I would have to prepare our hammers. It would be kind of a situation. Just knowing how games like that, like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, there can be a lot of toxicity going on. Shade says I was playing as Loki at launch, but it's been a few months since I last played. Ah, I see. Yeah, I love Marvel Rivals, dude. I've put an ungodly amount of hours into it, considering how new it is. I want to say I might have put like 200 hours into it already. We got Len in the chat. What's going on, Len? Ben says, that's unfortunate. Some people just suck, but I appreciate you do. Yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. It's not a big deal to me. I've been playing video games on the internet since online gaming started on consoles, like back on the PS2, the original Xbox. I'm not, I'm no stranger to the nonsense on the internet here, so I think you guys know that, though, based on being on the streams with me. I don't really react to the trolls. I was forged in the fires of Xbox Live in the Halo 2 days, guys. PS2 SOCOM Killzone era of online play. You know what I'm saying? We were forged in the fires back in the day. You said, can you play Mario Kart 2? Yeah, eventually. John seems to like that. What's going on, John? John says that means I owned you on SWAT Halo 2 and 3. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe we were playing multi-team. Maybe we were playing Team Snipers. Maybe you got that work from us. Who knows? Maybe I was that unsuspecting sword guy that ruined your match. Benj likes that. You like the unsuspecting sword guy energy. But yeah, me and my friends, we were playing Gears of War and Halo on Xbox Live back in the day. We were playing Killzone, SOCOM, Call of Duty. It was just outrageous, man. Gabby says, boom goes the hammer bombs. That's right. And we were little too, man. We were young playing those games. One of my friends, one of my best friends, Anthony, he hasn't appeared in any of our streams yet. Me and him used to play Halo 2 like there was no other games to play. we were on that back in the day. We were definitely forged in the fires, man. We're built different from that online era. All right, Foxhound, you're asking for it. If that's what type of time you're on, you're gonna find out. Ben says, are guys a part of the Discord? Who? Who do you want to know? Who do you want to know who's in the Discord? Many of the people you're seeing here are in the Discord, like Gabby, like B-Raz, like myself, Shade. Len says, where's your girl at? Not here today. B-Raz is really just the star of the show, guys. I'm just a supporting character. Oh. Last time I was able to do that, and I made it look good last time around. This time I was way too off. There we go. Said B is adorable, but your gaming is why I'm here, bro. I appreciate that, Benj. Appreciate that, man. Well, we got more when we get in the Halo multiplayer stream, oh my gosh, bro. You know what would be funny? And I actually did think about this with Gears of War as well. Gears of War Reloaded just came out on the PS5 and also on the Xbox. I thought it would be funny to play Halo or Gears of War with like against PlayStation players, or worse, against Nintendo Switch 2 players, like people who have never played like a competitive shooter like that. And you just go in and clean house. Not that they don't have competitive shooters on the PlayStation, guys, before anybody gets upset, but you know what I'm saying. They have a bunch of their story-driven games on the PlayStation, and they don't have games like Halo on the PlayStation. They don't have games like Gears of War on the PlayStation. You know, they don't have that. There was a day when they did. They had Killzone. You said, where's your GFS? She's not here, Len. I'm sorry, you're stuck with me. They had Killzone, they had Resistance, they had SOCOM. They were going to the Concord happened. The thing with Concord, though, is it was going to be like a hero shooter. It was going to be like another Overwatch game. And it just never looked good. I don't know. We've had this conversation many times, Shade, in one variation or another. I just don't understand how they sat there. I think it was Herman Hulst that was in charge, who was like, this is going to be our Star Wars. It was like, bro, be for real. There's no way you saw that and you were like, yes, this is going to be genre defining, system defining. This is going to be it. It at no point ever did Concord look like it was going to be that kind of game. Never. Never in a million years did it look like it was going to be that. Concord looked washed from the moment they announced it. It looked terrible. It was like bargain bin Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Shade says, and man, Killzone was so good. The world and story was so cool. I loved Killzone, bro. I loved it. I've played every Killzone game. I've played Killzone 1, 2, and 3. I played Shadowfall. I played Killzone Mercenary and Killzone Liberation on the PSP and the Vita. I've played them all, dude. I love the Killzone series, but now Killzone's dead, and all we get is Horizon Zero Dawn, which is effectively another third-person, story-driven game that seems to be the only style of games that we get from PlayStation. I don't mean it as a knock. It's not a problem. They are great games. But when I kind of zoom out and I look at it, I'm like, you get the Uncharted's, you get the Last of Us's, which are already very similar, same developer. Then you get God of War, which used to be an arcadey kind of Devil May Cry hack and slash system, but they slowed it down, throw it over the shoulder a little bit, the camera, and it's a more slow, more methodical fighting game in that sense. Highly story driven. Horizon Zero Dawn, story driven. Like, they're not doing... Astrobot was like the first time in a long time where I was like, this is just fun gameplay. So Gabby said, what's going on? Gabby said, boom, banhammer. And then, yeah, and now Fair Games. Bro, Fair Games is going to get canceled, bro. Fair Games has no chance of making it out the door. That's another Concord. And it has its own set of horrible liabilities attached to it, like how they were stealing assets and stuff. What a mess, bro. What a mess. What a mess. You said they really thought Wish Gardens... hold on. They really thought... I think you're trying to say the Make-A-Wish Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be the best game of all time. Now Fear Games is going to have. The handheld games are really good for handhelds, right? And I like the lore behind Horizon Zero Dawn, but I agree that their games all seem to be going towards a similar style of gameplay. It's just kind of like, I don't know, dude. Like, that, and then the problem that they leaned so heavily into the live service model, where they greenlit all these live service games. And Naughty Dog, right? There are guys. They make Last of Us, they made Uncharted, etc. They got locked into making a Last of Us online game, and then they scrapped it. And it's like, okay, so are we just not getting a new Naughty Dog game until the end of the PlayStation 5's life cycle? Is that what's happening? Because upper management decided to steer the company in the wrong direction? No, Naughty Dog did not make Days Gone. They didn't make Days Gone. That was a different developer. It's a first-party title from PlayStation, but it wasn't developed by Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's pedigree is different, bro. They were the Crash Bandicoot guys. They did Uncharted. They did Last of Us, and now they're doing that intergalactic game. And there's one that I'm missing in the PS2 era. Was it Jak and Daxter? I think it was Jak and Daxter. Were they... Right? They were Crash, then Jak and Daxter on the PS. So Crash on the PS1, Jak and Daxter on the PS2, and then Uncharted on the PS3, PS4, Last of Us on the PS3, PS4, and now their first PS5 new IP is going to be Intergalactic, which we probably won't see until 2027, and that'll come in time for the PS6. And like you said, you can thank Bungie for the lack of that Last of Us online game, because they came in, they looked at it, they evaluated it, and it got scrapped. B-Raz says, I just saw what Len was spamming. Maybe I have to stop showing up on your stream to remind everyone that this is your channel. You see, Len, you might ruin it. All you guys, you just want to see my beautiful girlfriend. You don't want to see me in my games. I get it. I get it, guys. Shade says, I actually got Days Gone on the Steam Deck. It's surprisingly fun to play. Are you referring to the recent remake or remaster that they did? I think that's what you're talking about, right? I would get put on a section like this when I just asked Shade a question. Now I can't look at the chat. Although I guess I could just stop right here, right? I don't know. There we go. So don't worry, bro. I'm here for the games. Not gonna get corrupted by a woman. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Gabby says, I love both y'all. My sister Battleship. But I wouldn't be here without George and everyone else in here. B-Raz says, I'm just kidding, I'll be on your streams as much as you want to stream together. But just a reminder to Len that I'm just a guest here and there. And maybe did Days Gone get a remaster? I thought it came out in 2022. Bro, no, Days Gone came out on the PS4 in like 2015. It came out a long time ago, dog. they remastered it for the PS5. It came out like centuries ago. 2019, yeah, dude, that might as well have been 100 years ago at this point. 2019. No, it's not. What it is, though, and this isn't me continuing to down PlayStation. What it is, though, is a game that sold poorly on the, well, quote-unquote poorly. It sold actually quite well on the PS4, but it certainly was not an overachiever by any means. What it is a game that appeared on the PS4 that not enough people played, I think, in their mind. And because they bombed so badly on the live service push, they had to go into the back catalog and remaster some games. Much like they've remastered The Last of Us Part 1 2 times now, and also Part 2 also received a remaster. They're having to overcompensate by creating these remasters because of the dearth of games that they have. If you actually look, at how many games Sony has released since the PS5 came out, it's a staggeringly low number. It's not good. It's like, it's not fun. Like, looking at that list, it's like such a short list. And especially if you put it into, if you frame it like, hey, what is truly exclusive to the PS5? Once you start getting into that territory, it's really a very short list. What is this about? I don't remember this. Yeah, COVID is just like, what the heck, dude? Shade says, Last of Us is gonna be like Doom, playable on everything down to a potato. I just think that they, they're having to kind of overcompensate for the lack of titles that are available on the PS5 right now. You said, hi, do you play Mario? I sure do play Mario. Play a lot of Mario. But right now I'm playing Kirby. Kinda like Mario, a little different. For 6 hours? Well, I haven't been playing for 6 hours. I've been playing for almost 2 hours. Not sure what you mean by 6. This is fun. I bet this is maybe a challenge. Get the snowman to the end without it falling off. Although it's kind of hard to not get it to the end, but I mean, who knows? Oh, this is funny. Maybe not. Dylan says, I'm pretty sad that the PS5 didn't really get that much attention that it needed, that its life cycle was pretty short. Well, Gabby says, let me check the record stream time. I'm curious. I think it might be like 7 hours, Gabby. What's interesting, Dylan, about the PS5 is like, it's not that it did quite well, you know? It's just I feel like they mismanaged the system, especially leadership, how they leaned so hard into the live service push that, like, what ended up happening is a lot of those games either got canceled or it appears like they're going to get canceled or, you know, whatever. But the problem is like, it takes a long time to make those games. Uh-oh. It takes a long time to develop those games, and then all that time is like kind of just wasted. and then they got to spin up again and get the development cycle going again on a new project, and it's like it takes a really long time. So I think part of the problem is like PS5 has had a number of missteps, or rather, I guess I should say Sony. They've had some missteps. Not to say that Xbox hasn't had their fair share of missteps, or Nintendo hasn't either, but you know, you run into different problems with each company, let's say. Don't you fall off. Come on, dude. Oh, nice. Nice of them to not make me do the entire thing over again. There we go. Orlando says, there hasn't been any big original games. Everything is a remake or a remaster. Right. I mean, the big-time PlayStation games, I'm talking about PlayStation 5 right now, the big PlayStation 5 games were like Astro's Playroom, which is exclusive, truly exclusive to the console. Astrobot, great game as well. But then you run into games like Sackboy's Big Adventure, you run into games like Spider-Man Miles Morales, where great games, but also available on the PS4, and then eventually on the PC. Which isn't a problem, but it's like, you know, where are the exclusive games for the system? And the thing with Xbox, you said Xbox quietly dying, it's really interesting because at the same time, they're having some of the biggest numbers that they've had in years. Shoot the far off target over the ocean, okay. They're having some of their biggest numbers in years because they've put games out on PlayStation. And don't forget, Xbox has a ton of titles in their wheelhouse, I should say. Like, they own Call of Duty, they own Overwatch, right? They own Candy Crush. they own so many titles, right? They own Crash Bandicoot, they own Spyro, they own Minecraft. They own Bethesda, right? Like, they own so many things. So it's like, Microsoft not really worried about... Unfortunately, I dislike the way that they're rolling, but they're not really worried about selling games necessarily on the Xbox because they're busy selling them everywhere. But unfortunately, it feels like, man, the Xbox does feel like it's kind of quietly dying. But at the same time, their Xbox division hasn't been this successful in years. So it's such a weird thing, you know. Ridman's in the chat, what's going on? Dylan says, I agree, every company has its flaws. Gabby says, Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. I know, big time legends. Banjo-Kazooie, too, by the way. All owned by Xbox. And I think Gabby had said, I think I might have missed it. I think Gabby had said she liked that I have Kirby here and King Dedede here. Yeah, I meant to read that out loud. My bad that I didn't. I'm trying to have props for every live we do. Shade, yeah, see, don't forget that you no longer need an Xbox console to play an Xbox games. I know, that's what's interesting. Have you ever played Jet Force Gemini? Of course I have played Jet Force Gemini. Of course, great game. I said, love from India, I appreciate that. Said, this Kirby is one of my favorite games in the past couple of years. Yes. Same. This game is awesome, dude. When it came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, I played it, I was like, dude, 3D Kirby is awesome. They nailed this. I really loved playing this. And now playing it on the Switch 2 with the new DLC here, like, I love this game even more than I already did. This is a fantastic title. Shade says, what you gonna do for Hollow Knight? I don't know, because Hollow Knight, doesn't it come out like Tomorrow? Doesn't Silk Song come out tomorrow? It comes out like this Thursday. Can you play PUBG or can you play Call of Duty? Or no? No, I'm not really a PUBG guy or really a Call of Duty guy. I used to play Call of Duty when I was in high school, and I'm not into it anymore. If you want to see Call of Duty streams, I'm not the guy. I'm not opposed to playing it at some point for the channel if there's enough people that want to see that, but that's never going to be the main content that happens on this channel. Although Call of Duty is awesome, it's a lot of fun, but it's not quite for me. PUBG, I just don't really, I don't really like PUBG that much. If I'm gonna play like a Battle Royale game, I'd probably play Fortnite. PUBG, I mean, it's fine, but I'd probably play Fortnite. Shade says, yeah, it comes out Thursday, so I don't know if you'd be able to get anything. I mean, what would really happen is I guess I would just play Hollow Knight even though Silk Song came out. I'm not sure who you're referring to. LBN says, I'm happy the PS3 Fat Edition I bought works great. I just cannot figure out how to play PS2 games on it. I don't recall if... Okay. Most, if not all, of the fat PS3s should be backwards compatible with the PS2. They can definitely play the PS1 games. But it might be a specific issue. Like a version issue. Okay, what am I doing? Shoot the far-off target over the ocean. I'm assuming that's here, right? I don't know. Far-off target? Like, what is that? Oh, it's over there. Wow. Well hidden. I don't know who that is. I don't know who you're asking me about. With that band hammer popped in. He said, yes, thanks for the advice. It's because the PS2 it came with this badly scratched. Oh, okay. Well, do you have another PS2 game that you can test? I have the PS3 as well. It's still plugged into my TV right now as we speak. But I have the super slim model. I wish I had that original fat PS3 that was backwards compatible, but it's okay. I have the super slim model. It looks a little strange when you look back at the PS3. Gabby says, getting tired of the random non-related comments, plus he obviously wasn't getting the hint on the no. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I at this point I'm just unfazed by the nonsense. Okay, so we did all this. So what's... Maybe it's getting the snowman to the end without it falling off. That's the only other challenge I could think of. Which means I'd have to lock in to do that. He said, I actually had the Slim, but sold it and found the opportunity to buy it for a good deal. I got really lucky. Yeah, those PS3, those OG fat PS3s are getting quite expensive. And understandably so. Them being backwards compatible with the PS1 and the PS2 is awesome. That's one thing that Xbox really has over the PlayStation is their backwards compatibility is like fire. It's so good. The fact that I have an Xbox Series X, the most recent and current Xbox, and I can take a physical copy of the original Halo and just put it in my Xbox Series X and play it is awesome. I don't know about that, Super Quincy. That feels like kind of banhammer worthy, bro. If that's true. I don't know about coming into a stream and just spoiling it, bro. That feels a little out of pocket. I don't know if that's actually true, though. He could have just been saying anything. That being said, I don't necessarily care as much here as when I did with Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was more upset about Bonanza spoilers. You said I drove almost an hour to get it in my hands. Believe me, retro games are here to stay. They don't make them anymore. That's right. That's right. I'm a big-time retro game fan. Big time. I'm here with you. Gabby says I agree with the hammer. I think so. I don't want to just, like, hit people with the band hammer just for no reason. But it did feel a little like, come on, bro. What are you doing coming into the stream and spoiling the game? Don't do that, bro. I would have been more upset if I was playing this game for the first time and they spoiled the final boss in the main game, not necessarily the DLC. Gabby is one with the hammer. Yugoy is in the chat. What's going on, Yugoy? I knew it. Make sure they don't fall off. Done. Deal. Challenge complete. I saw a PS2 Disney Cars game at GameStop. I might buy it tomorrow. $9.99. $9.99, not bad. Not bad at all. I went to a retro game store over the weekend, actually, and I saw Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 plus Sonic Adventure Battle on the Dreamcast. All three of those games on the Dreamcast, and I considered buying them. I thought about buying them. I don't even own a Dreamcast. Yugoy says, I am sick, so I'm not in school. Well, hopefully you get better soon, Yugoy. Yeah, I thought about buying it, because I was like, man... I was like, those are kind of grails, bro. Especially those Marvel vs. Capcom games. Those Marvel vs. Capcom games are hard to come by. Dreamcast, it wasn't a common console. Yeah, it didn't sell that well. Wait, so what's going on? Do I have to go to the next? Oh, yeah. I gotta go to the... Where is that? Is that up? Yugoy says, but that means I can watch the stream. Well, you know we're happy to have you, Yugoy, but we hope you feel better soon so you can get back to school. Don't want to miss out on too much. I know school just started for a lot of people too, so it just started. You don't want to get behind already, you know? Oh, yep. Ditch this right away. See a classic puzzle here. Yep. Light 5 lanterns in the wastes. Done deal. Oh, I like this. I like this. This was not in the original game. These little timed challenges. This is like something new to the DLC. I like these a lot. Kirby casts gun. That's right. Gabby says, but yeah, one accessory I bought was a charger that charges for either the Switch 1 or 2 Joy-Cons, and it is very thin and compact. That's awesome. I don't really use the Joy-Cons that much. As you see, I'm always using my Pro Controller, but I do like the Joy-Cons quite a bit. That's a good accessory you picked up. Was that a Target pickup? Alpha says, why is your Kirby plush extra? The Kirby actually ate B-Raz. That's what's going on. B-Raz isn't here because Kirby ate B-Raz. Yugoy says, I'm doing my lessons and watching you at the same time. Right on. Multitasking, we love to see it. I think that the Joy-Cons are better. The Joy-Cons are great. I don't think they're better than the Pro Controller, though. I like the Joy-Cons, but I wouldn't say they're better. Gabby said Amazon. Okay, right on. Shade says, my favorite accessory is the Stadia controller for the Steam Deck. You know how legendary that is, dude, that you're doing that? There can't be that many people who are playing the Steam Deck with a Stadia controller. That's hilarious. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. Okay. I like this extra platforming stuff. This is always fun. It's funny that you mentioned that. Let me see. You said from Amazon. Alpha says Kirby's a man. He would pop up to eat somebody. He would, bro. No questions asked. Gabby says I have 2 sets for my Switch 1, so I wanted one that would let me charge both of them, of course. Yugoy says, you know my birthday is in 3 days. I hope you feel better by the time your birthday rolls around, and happy early birthday to you. Shade says most people are using a third-party controller called the 8-bit Do. Yes, I'm familiar with the 8-bit Do. The 8-bit Do controllers are really good. I don't personally have one, but I am familiar with those controllers, and I have used them. They're really well done, high quality third-party controllers. Alpha says this camera angle is doing your Kirby plush dirty. Bro, Kirby's a chubby guy, man. No, but I was gonna say, because you mentioned Amazon, you guys know I did that video where I was showing off the mini dock for the Switch 2, which was a kind of a neat video, and a company had reached out to me asking me if I would do it, and of course I obliged. I actually have, since I put that video out, I had 2 other companies reach out to me, which I thought was quite interesting. And it's all video game stuff. So I'm looking into what the stuff is and if it's worth doing, but you guys might see me do, you might see me do another one or 2. So we'll see. But some of them were on, some of the products were on Amazon. So when you said Amazon just now, that reminded me of that. Shay says, that's what I heard about it. If I had the money to spare to get one, I would, but it's more price efficient to get the Stadia. Oh, of course, dude. I tell you what, Shade, if 8-Bit Dough ever sponsors the channel and they tell me, hey, like, you want to review one of our controllers, I'll probably just send you the controller they give me after reviewing it, bro, because I'm probably never going to use it. I mean, that's a big if, right? I'm not there yet. But I've seen a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these reviewers, like, they end up with so many products, dude, that they have they can't even use them. Ugoy says, in my English book, they say the school wall is boring. Oh, man. BRS says, look at your texts when you can. I want to see your reaction. Okay, let's see. Live reaction. I'm probably not going to read this out loud, though. Okay. Oh my god. That's a lot going on, B-Raz. That is a lot going on. I don't know. I at one point I thought about reading this out loud, but this is a lot going on here. This is a lot going on here. That's kind of outrageous. Shade says she totally bought a Switch 2. No. Shade, no. It's not the Switch 2, guys. You would never guess what she sent me was. It's a lot going on. Wow. Internet's a crazy place, guys. Oh, I already did that. Okay, we gotta keep going. That was really crazy. And what's so funny, and I know you guys don't have context, so this is kind of just me and B-Raz talking. What's so funny is they think they're going to say all that and then, like, get their way, or things are going to happen the way they want them to happen. It's like, okay, good luck, dude. He's like, clear the sequence on your first try, yeah. Come on, guys. I 100%ed Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 back in the day. There was no way I wasn't going to clear that on the first try. All love and respect to my boy Kirby, but that was not difficult. B-Rat says, it's a long story, but it's just a troll comment, you know, one of my TikToks, they said a snarky comment, so I sent one back to them, and they couldn't handle it and blocked me. Yeah, and so she sent me the exact conversation, so I got to see the full rundown there. I don't know if I want to take this Warp Star. I see it there. Not sure that I need to do that yet. Thinking about it, but I don't think so. I think there's another section of this map. People are absolutely insane. That is a really wild exchange to have with somebody that you don't know. That you don't know on the internet, and also to be that mad over something that's incredibly unserious as well. Gabby says, don't mess with the hammer. Gabby's over there said, don't worry, I'll make a TikTok account right now, B-Raz. Let's get the hammers flying. Okay, we got the lanterns. We cleared that on the first try, and we're still looking for... Okay, so there's 2 things left to do. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Shade says, I mean, you live in California. Crazy to you is saying something. I mean, it's a lot of crazies out here, bro. It's a lot of crazies out here. But, truthfully, that was a very strange and bizarre conversation. Oh, you for sure got to do this, because you got to turn around and get all of this cleaned up. Right? I can't do that? I thought you can. Why can't I do it there? Interesting. Or, what is this, ice? Shade says they're probably a Florida man. Well, it's probably a Florida woman based on that conversation. B-Raz says it's probably a 15-year-old who is mad. I didn't let myself just get trolled. Guys, B-Raz has been having a lot of... She's been reacting to the trolls. And I've been telling her, I'm like, don't feed the trolls. Just let it be. But B-Raz is ready to stand 10 toes down on business. Oh, whoops. B-Raz says it's fun. It is fun. I get you. I understand. But sometimes it's like... I'm like, these people are just, they really got nothing else to do, you know? B-Raz says not even trying to, or no, Shade says not even trying to hide. Yeah, B-Raz, she don't care, man. She's going for it. Noah's in the chat. What's going on, Noah? Uh-oh. I think I messed that sequence up, guys. That's not good. Oh, what's this about? A time trial? Uh-oh. B-Rise says, especially in that case that I sent you, it was fun to comment back and get them bothered enough to block me. B-Rise got blocked, guys. No tolerance for the baloney. That's right. Might be able to do it with this. This might give me enough height. Caesar says, one time I went at it with a troll and they came for my entire life. Had my feelings hurt. Then I went to their profile and it was a little girl I was fighting with. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Shade says they really just ended that section with the guitar. The guitar's good. The guitar's clean. I'm mad I messed it up. And I can't seem to get, I can't get there unless there's another alternative route here. I do see what I have to do over there. Clearly I'm gonna have to get the best time. Caesar learned my lesson that night. That little girl cooked you, bro. She probably still thinks about it. Or worse, you still think about it. And she's not even, she moved on. She's been trolling other people ever since. There's no way I can get up there. Dang, dude. Okay, alright, so be it. Alright, we gotta do this in under a minute and 5 seconds. I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see if we can do it. I like this. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's gonna mess up our time right there. That was not good. That was all bad, actually. And there's a secret over there. Secret doorway. Oh, that's funny. We still were actually pretty close. But I'm gonna redo that. That's a redo for sure. Dylan says the only Kirby game I 100% was Squeeze Squad. I haven't gone out of my way to 100% many of the Kirby games. This game is one that I did 100% though. Yugoi says 320 hours on Super Smash Brothers. Nice. Did we just actually did 100% that level, except for that missing capsule I didn't get. That's okay. Look how Kirby's got the little floaty, man. Dylan says, my motivation on 100% Squeak Squad was the spray paints. Yeah, without giving away anything, the 100% stuff for this game is pretty good. Shade says, I've 100% of Destiny 2. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Well, you did what you did. Andre has just spawned. Welcome, Andre. Welcome. We're playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land Star Cross World DLC right now. How's it going, Andre? Side order is too hard with no hacks. Yeah, that Splatoon 3 side order DLC was tough, man. I played it that one night on stream. I haven't gotten back to it since. I'm doing well, Andre. I'm doing well. You're a little bit tired from that 3-day weekend that we had. But you know, we're here. We're back to it. We're streaming, having some fun. Love the music, though. This is great. Might drop this ability for that one over there. Yugoi says, Andre, have you liked the stream? That's right, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on the stream if you haven't. Don't forget to hit that like button on the stream, guys. It does help out a lot. There's for sure a challenge for not getting hit by these cannons. Oh, nice. You guys says, don't you get money or something like that? I get money if you guys just hang out and watch the streams, and if there's an advertisement, if you don't skip the advertisement, or if you watch it until you skip it, I get paid from it. It's not a lot though, guys. It's really not a lot. It's like on a good stream, it might be like $1 Dylan says, have a good night, George. I'll see you next stream. All right, Dylan, thanks for hanging out as always. We'll catch you on the next one, man. We'll be back around our regular time tomorrow. I started streaming a bit later today because I had to work kind of a late shift today. I will not be doing that tomorrow. I have my regular shift tomorrow, so we'll be back streaming a bit earlier tomorrow. Yugoi says, to me, it's morning. Over here, it's 1 a.m. I like the music. Oh my god. Gabby says 4 a.m. where she's at. Oh my gosh. Appreciate you always hanging out with us, Gabby. I know it's late. This music is sick, dude. This reminds me of like a 1990s Capcom Street Fighter soundtrack. This is like very unusual. Caesar says it's 2 a.m. where Caesar's at. Yugoi says, and y'all are still watching. That's right. We got a bunch of real ones here in the chat. Gabby says no work tomorrow. That's right. It's just so funny having to do the fight as this wheel. Yugoi says, am I a real one? Absolutely, Yugoi. You're over there doing homework, or at least you should be doing homework, and you're watching us at the same time. I'm not encouraging that behavior, but I will say you are a real one for doing that. Wow, okay. This is well hidden. I didn't really think that this was going to be possible right now. Okay. That was well hidden. That was really good, actually. I'll give them that. I saw that I was like, can I go over there? I had to check. Had to check. I like this up close camera angle here. I really want to use the hammer, but I think I might have to use the gun instead. Yugoi says, I don't have a phone, but I use my grandma's phone, so that's why I can't watch so often, but every time I have a chance, I will be here. My mom has a phone, but I can't use it so often. And it's cool when you stream. I appreciate you finding a way to watch, Yugoi. That's very, very kind of you. You know, we appreciate you. Whoa. Gabby says, I'm realest of all, being until 4 a.m. That's right, Gabby, you locked in with us. Gabby says, I like banning people. I like throwing those ban hammers. Sign me up. You know who we haven't seen in a while is Slideshow Guy. We haven't seen Slideshow Guy in a while. Yeah, Gabby came in perfect timing on that hammer. Yugoi says, yes, I love your stream. And Gabby pays. I don't know what you said there. Kind of hard to read it in the middle of the fight. But I appreciate you watching the stream, Yugoi. I appreciate you going out of your way to find time to watch the streams as well. Plays with you sometimes. Yes, Gabby does play with us. Gabby plays with us all the time. And so do many other folks here in the chat. Shade plays with us on Smash Brothers. B-Raz plays Smash Brothers with us too. We've had Banger play with us. We've had Shazam play with us. We've had, who else? We had Demetrio play with us. We've had a lot of people that come in and play with us. It's a lot of fun. Of course, I'm playing a single player game right now. Otherwise, we all probably would be playing together. And Shade is attempting to encourage me to play Hollow Knight, which would be another single player game. Okay, weird. So we definitely missed the sculptures, right? So I got 2 of 4. There's probably the last one here. No? Interesting. Whoa. Okay. And what do they want me to do over here? Am I supposed to go over there like that with it? Okay. Wow. Yugoi says, yeah, she gives you money in your streams. I remember that she donated one time to you like 20 bucks. I don't think Gabby's donated 20 bucks before, but she has definitely donated multiple times. And of course she became a channel member, and she's our highest tier channel member too, by the way. So don't mess with Gabby. Not only is she a high tier channel member, but she also wields a hammer like no other. Oh man, we missed 2 of those sculptures, which is annoying because I don't know if it's going to show me one of the unlocks now. That's tough. I really like to 100% these levels on the first playthrough. Get the Maxim tomato atop the large crystal. Maxim tomato? I didn't... Okay. Alright. Gabby says, I think 5 was the max, but yeah, I'm in tier 2, so I pay more monthly. You know, we appreciate you, Gabby. So, but there was somebody donated 20 bucks before. I don't remember who it was. Oh, I think Shazam did. And Banger did. But the thing with them is they send over... Shazam's from Canada, so that 20 bucks isn't quite 20 here. I think it's like 15. And then Banger also had sent over 20, but it was like Australian dollars, so it converts to something different once it's into the US. And then on top of that, YouTube takes a cut. They take about 35% of all the donations you get anyway, so it's even if you send me $10, I'm not exactly getting 10, you know? Ugoy says, Gabby, you're like his boss who gives him money. He lives on you, Gabby. That's funny. Get the Maxim tomato atop the large crystal. Alright, I gotta look out for a large crystal. I'm kind of upset I didn't... What large crystal? And I gotta look for sculptures. I think the most we've had donated on the channel was from Benj. Actually, Benj donated 50 bucks one time. And actually, I believe that was the first time Benj was here on the stream. In his first time joining the stream, he donated 50, which was huge. Really appreciate that. Oh, oops. Kind of looking for sculptures and stuff I missed last time around. Prakash donated to the channel. That's right. Prakash did donate to the channel. He sent over the Indian currency rupees to me, which converted to about like 25 cents. But I appreciate that a lot, Prakash. Anything helps out. Really do appreciate that. Ugoy says, I can't donate money. I'm on my grandma's phone. No worries. No worries, guys. Nobody is obligated to donate to the channel at all, guys. I do appreciate the donations, but nobody's obligated. And also, please don't donate if it's gonna affect you in some way, like negatively. Like you won't be able to get lunch tomorrow or whatever. Don't do that. Take care of yourself first. So negative $1 helps. Yeah. Look, guys. Even if you can't donate or whatever, you coming into the stream and hanging out and just chatting with us, you know what I mean? That stuff means the world, guys. It's a lot of fun. Maybe it was here. This is the Maxim tomato. Yep. Gabby says, I gotta go. Good night. Gabby, you have a great night, alright? Get some good rest. Enjoy your day off tomorrow as well. Okay, so we still... I think the first sculpture is coming up, right? Should be. I still can't get over this music. This is like primetime 1990s Capcom Street Fighter music. Okay, that's one. B-Red says, I'm gonna get ready for bed too. Caesar is probably like, I'm already in bed. Anything over here? No. Honestly, I should probably get ready for bed too, but here we are. Doubling back on this level, trying to 100% it. Caesar says, I'm just laying on my couch trying to decide if I want to work tomorrow or not. I feel like this is going to be one of the challenges. I just have a sneaking suspicion that that is the case. It's probably complete this without getting hit. Or not, I was wrong. Yugoi says, if you see someone whose name is Pro Splash, it could be me on my main account on my mom's phone. Got you, boy. Still not, I'm not like seeing the sculptures though. So how many do we have? We have 2. So that's all that I got the first time around. So it's like, what? Like, what am I missing here? Hold on, chat. Look at this. Phone is blowing up, guys. We're blowing up over here. I gotta check. Gotta see what's going on. Okay, I'm back to it, guys. I'm back to it. That was a big time distraction, but we're back. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button on the live if you haven't, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well, as we're continuing our playthrough of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands DLC Star-Crossed World here on the Nintendo Switch 2. Yugoi says, if you see, oh, I already read that. You said I'm 11 in 3 days. I'm 11 in 3 days, 12, so I'm in school. To everyone who don't know, and what's a good job so I can say when someone asks what I'm gonna be? Say you're gonna be 12, man. 12 is awesome, man. 12 is a great age. You're still in that sweet spot of like, life hasn't started lifing yet. Or maybe it's this. Maybe it's doing this challenge without getting hit. Because this sucks. But it's like, how are you even supposed to do this with that boss? Okay. Dude, these guys just keep respawning, or what's the deal? Did it without taking damage though. And no sculpture to be found. I mean, unless, like, what? If you get rid of this, can I? No, we can't. Okay. Sculpture. Looking for a sculpture here. Oh, this has got to be one. There's got to be one here. Yep. And a capsule. Dang, that's really well hidden. Okay, so that's 3. You always says, wait, when can you earn money on YouTube? Okay, so if you want to earn money on YouTube, there's 2 levels of monetization. You unlock the first level after getting to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours on YouTube. What's up, Zelda360? Good to see you, Zelda. And then to get the second level of monetization, you have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So the first level, you unlock super chats, like I have. And then when you get to 1,000, which is where you get that second level, oh, we found it. Oh my goodness, dude. That feels it's so satisfying. So you get to 1,000 subscribers, and you get that second level of monetization. Then you can get advertisements on your videos, so then you get paid from advertisements, like commercials. And those will appear on your YouTube videos, your YouTube shorts, as well as your YouTube lives. So, we still don't know what that last secret is, though. Interesting. You guys see any secrets here that I don't? Like, what is this over here? Can I go over there? Like that little edge over there? Probably not, right? Zelda 360 says, it's been a while. I know, it's good to see you, Zelda. Hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. Hope you enjoyed that 3-day weekend. I sure did. Feels like there's something over there. Zelda says, I have over 4,000 followers on TikToks. Congrats. Congrats. That's a big time number. 4,000? I have 400 on my TikTok. That's awesome. Congrats to you. Hold on, guys. My phone's going crazy again. It's going crazy again. I gotta make sure I read these chats. This is absolutely one of the best games on the Switch library. I agree with that 100%, Phil. Is that Phil or is it Pill? Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. This is an excellent, excellent game on the Switch library, and it's even better on the Switch 2 with that Switch 2 update. And of course, this is the DLC we're playing. Hard Tryer's in the chat. What's going on, Hard Tryer? Zelda 360. I post a lot of gaming stuff on my TikTok. That's awesome, Zelda. What's your TikTok account? I would love to check your content out. Hardtryer says, how's your day been going? It's been going pretty good. I was a little bit slow today because we had that long weekend, so I had a long day at work today. I was like, oh man, I'm tired. But we're playing, we're having a good time. Pill says the music especially is absolutely... I have been absolutely loving the music in this particular level. It reminds me of like a Street Fighter game from the 90s, like that classic Capcom soundtrack vibe. I love this. This is awesome. You personally love all the Snow World music. Yeah, the Snow music is... Honestly, I think you hit it right on the head. The music in this game, pretty much top to bottom, is stellar. It's really good. It's really, really good. I have a crazy group chat situation going on, so I'm just checking into it. That's why I'm not playing, but I'm also not mad at the vibes. The music is top tier right now. base game music is good, but the DLC ones are in a different league. I agree with that 100%, Bill. Yugoi, I see that. Splash is your main account. I see that. Still don't know what this last challenge is here. Maybe we go back to this one for this fight. Oh. I was curious. I was like, maybe there's something I can shoot in the distance if I stand on top of one of the cannons. Got too carried away there, clearly. Kirby recovery did not save me. The Kirby recovery is kind of nerfed in this game because it's a 3D game. I mean, understandably, it's not as overpowered as it has been in the past. Okay, I guess we'll see what that final secret was. It's gonna be like, don't take damage during that twin boss fight. Watch. Using Crash? Oh. Is Crash an insta kill there? Interesting. I don't know. I didn't look into that. Ugoy says, will you play Splatoon Raiders when it comes out? 100%. 100% I will. Nintendo needs to come out with more exclusives. Well, so far they've got a few here. They got a few. They're coming. They're coming. Splatoon Raiders is coming. Hyrule Warriors is coming. Metroid Prime 4 and Legends ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA are also on the original Nintendo Switch, but they're coming. They're making their way. Pill says that mission also got me. So, my question to you is, when I do this, when I use Crash, is it just an instant KO? Like, how does that work? I don't remember. Like, as soon as the battle starts, can I just use it and win? Hardfire says, what's your favorite food? My favorite type of food is Mexican food. Love Mexican food, man. Favorite type of game? My favorite type of game are platforming games like this. I mean, specifically, probably more along the lines of Mario, but I mean, this is awesome as well. Favorite type of song? I'm a really big hip hop fan, so but more so like the older stuff. We got Sugar in here. What's going on, Sugar? You just woke up. Good morning. Good morning to you, Sugar. Okay, so we got to get Crash here. There it is. That's so annoying. That's not gonna count for it, is it? It's not. Doesn't count. Oh my god. Okay. I used it as soon as the battle started and it didn't kill them, so... yeah, I don't know. So I guess I didn't do it correctly, I don't know. I'm guessing I have to drop it and then wait for one of their stars to pop up and do some damage. I don't know. I mean, if you did it, it sounds like, so what strategy did you use? Or is that, or did I just figure it out? Use the star at the beginning and then bomb them. Yeah. That's just annoying because I gotta do the whole level over again. For me, it worked. Maybe just mistimed. I mean, I waited until they were both right next to each other and I used it. And it, for whatever reason, it didn't do it. And it's funny because going into it, I definitely thought, I was like, well, do I need to, like... oh, okay. I definitely thought, I was like, oh, do I need to drop it as the battle starts? So, like, do this, then wait for a star, get some damage in, do that. Like, that's what I assumed I needed to do. But I was like, maybe not. I was like, maybe Crash will just take him out, so... that's okay. I'll just run through it again. Hardfire says, favorite type of movie? Probably like a drama. Like a suspenseful, like thriller kind of, you know? I just used it ASAP when the battle starts. So you used it, and you were able to take them out completely. Because when I used it, I waited until they were both, like, effectively, like, right next to each other. And for whatever reason, like, it didn't, I don't know. Because I didn't do it, like, while they were, like, both standing far apart from each other. I definitely waited. I was like, okay, let me get, and then I ran right up to him and did it, so I don't know. Maybe just bad luck. It's probably better not to hit them together, since if you hit an enemy or the ones that are small, there's a small cool time before you can hit again. So for me, one by one, wait a minute, hold on. You can use crash more than once, is that what you're saying? Like, can I just mash the Y button? Or is it, it's just a one-use situation though, right? So for me, one by one work. It's probably better not to hit them together, since if you hit an enemy or once, there is a small cool time before you can hit again. I don't remember Crash. Like, I haven't played. Can you do it again? You know what I'm saying? Or I could just do that. You have the normal Crash. Ah, so mine isn't updated. Is that what the problem is? Ah, okay. Somehow I didn't level this one up. That must be what's going on. Okay. So the strategy is going to be to damage some. I'm going to need them to drop those little stars for me. There goes one. Right. Okay. Or not. Hold on. That is... This is not immediately working the way I wanted it to. Okay. That honestly might be enough. Because last time, let me get them close enough together to do this. Whoa. There it is. We did it. Because all the challenge says was defeat them using Crash. So my assumption is it doesn't really matter how you damage them. Appreciate that W, Shade. Oh no, we ran into this problem again. Got back up. I'll go take that little capsule while I'm at it. Take it. Done deal. Appreciate the W, Pill. Appreciate the W. Okay, guys. It is almost 2 a.m. I have to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So that's got to be the end of the stream here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and when we get back, we'll be streaming closer to around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will be back. And most likely that stream we're going to finish the Starcross Worlds DLC. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. If you haven't already hit that like button on the live, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. And Pill, I haven't seen you here before. It was cool chatting with you. If you have a Discord, we would love for you to join our Discord. People like me and Shade and everybody that you see in the chat, we're all in the Discord and we all play the Switch 2 together. So if you ever want to look for people to play the Switch 2 with, you kind of accidentally, you might have just found all of us. There's like over 60 of us in there, if you have a Discord, of course. And if you want to join, we have a link in my YouTube bio. And we're all in there. We all play Mario Kart World together. We play Mario Party Jamboree, play Smash Brothers and stuff. So if you're interested, we have a Discord link where you can join. If not, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one, all right? Shade says, maybe think about what you do, maybe think about what you do if you do the Hollow Knight stream. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess there's a world where I beat Kirby tomorrow, and maybe we get on Mario Kart, maybe we get on Smash, maybe we get on Mario Party, or maybe we get on Hollow Knight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. I did download it though, so I'm definitely interested in playing it. That'll definitely be something we do. Like, so we got to check it out. But yeah, Pill, if you have a Discord, we have an awesome community that we've built up, and you're free to join us if you'd like. I have a link to join in the description of this live, as well as in my YouTube bio. But definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We'd love to see you on another stream in the future. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Once again, if you haven't hit that like button on the live, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe as well. And if you want to join the tribe, if you want to join the Discord, there's a link to join my Discord in my YouTube bio. We'd love to have you in there. We got over 60 of us in there, so we'd love to have you guys join us. And Shade says, I'll be there the second it hits the Discord. That's right. That's right. All right. Sorry, Ugoy, I gotta go. It's almost 2 a.m. I got work in the morning. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next stream, all right?